All right, done with the workout. All right, so warming up your motorcycle before riding. Is it important, or isn't it? There's a lot of opinions out there about it. My personal opinion is yes, it's important, I think. And the reason is fairly simple. It's actually more common sense. If you know, you don't need to be an engineer or anything to understand it or for it to make sense for you. And we'll talk about it here in a second. Get on it. All right. Okay, guys. Let's go. We had an accident happen today here at the gym, but that's a different story. Alright, so yeah, there's a lot of opinions regarding warming up your motorcycle before you ride. Some people think that the technology out there is advanced enough for you not to do that you don't need to do it. Other people think that it's necessary to do it, and other people think that you have to warm it up for at least 10 minutes. Let it run for at least 10 minutes before you actually take off. And I'm just gonna give you my 2 cents on the matter. Take it for what it's worth. I'm not a mechanic. I have been riding motorcycles for a while, on and off. So no, I'm not the expert on the matter either. But it's just my opinion, you know, what I think about it, and what I think makes sense more than anything. You know, what I think is what sounds right anyways. So I think it is important to warm up your motorcycle before you head out. I don't think it's necessary to warm it up for 10 minutes like people think. You know, just let it run for about 10 minutes before you take off. I don't think that's necessary. I think that maybe a couple of minutes, you know, it's all you need, especially with newer bikes. Basically what you want to do is get the oil and the fluids of the motorcycle, you know, running, get all over, you know, let them flow through the bike, through the motor. That doesn't really take long. It takes a few minutes. And usually what I do is I, you know, start the bike and let it run for however long it takes me to put my helmet, my gloves, and that's basically it. I mean, it takes a couple of minutes. Now I have a temperature gauge on my instrument cluster right there, and I can see the engine temperature. So I usually let it go up to like about 90 degrees to 105 or so, and that's basically what I do. So once I get it there, I mean, to me it's more than warm. I mean, it's plenty. Now I'm not gonna be going all crazy and start revving it up super fast and trying to ride super fast or do like put the engine over a lot of stress, because it may not be quite there. You know, the temperature may not be there yet, but it's good enough for you to ride, to go commute, or, you know, just do normal riding. And of course, while you start riding, the bike is gonna get warmer and then you're fine. The reason behind the warming up your bike, why it is important, is because these motors, these engines, they have a lot of moving parts, like hundreds or thousands of moving parts in there, and they're all metal. And when the metal is cold, it's the dimensions and the tolerances are different. So when it warms up, everything gets, you know, the metals expand and tolerances get tighter. But the engines are designed for that. But when you are warming it up, if you go from cold to full blast on your bike, you're making these things like hit pretty hard. And if you don't have all the fluids, all the oils and everything already covering them, you're exposing the metals to a lot of friction, like high friction, and also possible stress fractures, or I think it's called microfractures in the metal. And over time it could be bad for your motor, you know. So if you want to take care of your motor, if you want it to last you a long time, you really want to take care of that. You know, you want to make sure that you warm it up some, or at least get the fluids in the motor and the engine going. You want the oil to get, you know, to cover everything around the, you know, inside the bike. So, and that's basically the reason why. You just want all the metal parts to get to temperature to where they're ready, you know, set to where they need to be for to work as they were designed. That's basically it. That's the reason why you want to warm it up. You know, it takes a little bit of time. It doesn't take, I say, you know, you don't have to warm it up for 10 minutes. I don't think you need that long. And also you have to take into account the temperature, the outside temperature, and where you're at. So if you're in like a really cold place, I don't know, Siberia maybe, it's gonna take maybe a little bit longer to warm up your bike, as if you are in South Africa, which I'm just guessing it's hot out there, down there. I don't know, I've never been there, but I'm sure it's warmer than Siberia. So it's definitely gonna take longer to warm up your motorcycle in Siberia than it would be in South Africa or even Southwest Louisiana, which is, you know, is usually warm here, depending on what time of the year it is. But if you think otherwise, just please comment below and tell us why you think that either you don't need to warm up your motorcycle or you do. Maybe technology is advanced so much that even metals don't need, you know, to do that. You don't need to let the metal warm up before you go at it. I doubt it, but just tell us what you think. Maybe we can learn from you. So whatever your thoughts are, please put them in the comments below, and let us know. Anyways, all right guys, till we ride again, guys, ride safe.